The secret to increasing user engagement. What is the difference between a normal and an engaged user? The former will buy something and then leave, whereas the latter will buy something, return, and spread the word to others. Isn't this enough to justify the effort? In this video, we will discuss the second option as well as some tips for improving your user engagement strategies with Zoho Sales IQ. Let's get this party going. What is the definition of user engagement? User engagement, in a nutshell, is the personal connection that a brand establishes with its customers, making them feel more important to the organization and less transactional. So, is it solely the customer service team's responsibility to accomplish this? No way, no how. When creating a compelling user engagement strategy, the marketing, sales, and development teams should all be involved in making that emotional connection and convincing a customer to buy multiple times. What is the significance of user engagement? User attention is a finite resource, especially when there is so much content vying for the same user's attention. As a result, engaging them correctly is critical, otherwise, they will leave. According to PwC's Experience is Everything, Here's How to Get It Right survey, 73% of customers say a brand's experience influences their purchasing decisions. This means that when user engagement or experience is done correctly, there will be an influx of repeat customers, referrals, and upgrades to higher subscription levels. So, how are we going to accomplish this? Before we get there, let's take a look at some metrics for determining user engagement. Metrics to monitor user engagement. Let's begin with the most widely used metric for measuring user engagement, the number of active users. This can, however, vary depending on the product. Counting the number of daily active users in an e-file IT returns app, such as Clear Tax, isn't useful because tax filing happens only once a year. However, the same metric could be useful for a social media app such as Twitter. As a result, it is critical to first understand your product and customer base before establishing a baseline to measure user engagement. New visits, time on page, conversions, and other user engagement metrics that you can track depend on your app. How can Zoho Sales IQ be used to increase user engagement? We discussed how important it is to create and implement an engaging customer experience in order to have a healthy and sustainable business. But how do we go above and beyond to provide an exceptional user experience? Let's go over some best practices for customer engagement that you can easily implement with a platform like Zoho Sales IQ. 1. Live chat assistance. Definitely one of the most effective and efficient ways to properly engage your customers. The live chat feature in Sales IQ aids in starting conversations with prospects during the most critical stage of their purchase decision and providing them with the assurance they seek. 2. AI-powered chatbots. Instead of waiting for human assistance, users can get immediate assistance from intelligent chatbots. With our codeless bot builder, all you have to do is drag and drop a flow for your chatbot and type in your bot responses. 3. Extensive onboarding experience. What if a user has a problem configuring your product? Self-service articles are useful, but prospecting takes time to skim through articles for information. Sales IQ Answer Bots address user concerns using your resource library, reducing manual workload and average resolution time. 4. Recognize your users' needs and interests. Understand your visitors, from the source of their traffic to their geographic location, their real-time interaction with your website, the number of visits to your website, and so on, to predict the likelihood of a purchase. Our Ring View gives you quick insights into all of your visitors, classifying them as hot, warm, or cold leads and providing detailed visitor information. 5. Audio calls to aid in the humanization of interactions. Despite the fact that artificial intelligence, AI, is driving the customer engagement scenario today, the human touch remains king. Personal interactions are still required to answer complex questions and explain complicated product features. Sales IQ supports voice calls and screen share within your chat window to exchange visual details and walk customers through product demos. Right now, boost your conversion rate. User engagement that is effective builds a personal connection with your brand and converts prospects into long-term customers. So, start a customer engagement strategy for your product with Zoho Sales IQ and cultivate stronger customer relationships.